As you may have noticed, Papoose and Remy Ma are once again in the news. And this time, it's all about the potential to get back in touch and perhaps even rekindle something, if only for their children. The big question is being asked after years of highs and lows and some highly visible drama. Is it possible for this iconic hip-hop couple to reconcile? Or is it simply another instance of our wishful thinking interfering with our perception of what they were?
I'll marry you. She flipped on.
Naturally, we can't ignore the fact that Remy's father was staying with her at the time these reports began to surface, since, as you already know, old heads like to promote the whole family unity angle, regardless of whether it succeeds or only creates more drama. The fact that he is spending the holidays with her only serves to deepen the plot.
I love my dad so much. My dad is at my house.
Reminisce McKenzie's 7th birthday celebration on December 14th served as the first catalyst for all of this conjecture. Every 7-year-old's fantasy came true with the McDonald's-themed event. Decorations in vibrant red and yellow with personalized touches all throughout. McKenzie felt like the star of her own restaurant because of the extravagant props and party setting. Remy went live, sharing with the audience all the golden moments as her daughter glowed with unadulterated happiness, overtaken by the love all around her. Papoose was also present, posting a carousel of endearing father-daughter pictures, along with remarks like "Daddy loves you," giving fans a peek at a man who knows exactly how to handle a child's heart. You can't help but wonder if those positive vibrations could be a sign of something more in the future when you see him like that, totally present or simply fully engaged. Their past undoubtedly gives the concept a very realistic sense. Decades ago, Remy and Papoose first met and bonded over music, ambition, and a common streetwise worldview. And they made it through what might have been the ultimate test. Remy was sentenced to 6 years in jail beginning in 2008.
Lied to in the past, and men have such a bad reputation for not keeping their word, for not being loyal, for not being there for no one when they're going through hard times.
Papoose remained faithful throughout, paying her frequent visits, encouraging her profession from a distance, and even proposing to her over the phone while she was incarcerated. They reunited as a power couple following her release in 2014, juggling music, TV appearances, and family life like pros. In 2015, they reaffirmed their vows, and in 2018, their daughter Reminisce was born, a miraculous child following IVF difficulties. On paper, that's the kind of ride-or-die tale that genuinely gives you hope that love can endure almost anything. But let's not misunderstand, it has always been a turbulent romance. Their divorce became a major public spectacle after Papoose's romance with boxing champion Clarissa Shields and Remy's purported affair with battle rapper Easy the Block Captain. Papoose even filed several times, demonstrating unequivocally that he was unwilling to put up with betrayal indefinitely.
Mind you, it's not the first time she cheated. You know what I mean? I continued the marriage because I lived by my wedding.
To put it mildly, we have a very long and difficult path ahead of us. Even after being wounded, Papoose's intense devotion is often forgotten, such as when he raised their son, Jason Scott, by himself while Remy was incarcerated. It's also clear that the children continue to be the unifying factor. Remy and Papoose's decision to set aside their disagreements on McKenzie's special day demonstrates how family harmony can ease even the most difficult situations. Nothing creates bridges or mends wounds similar to the joint duty of children who require the full presence of both parents. Parenting together can pave the way for a rekindled but distinct form of connection, even if romance isn't back on the table. Ultimately, the public is primarily exposed to the viral highlights, the genuine discussions that take place behind closed doors, the painful moments, the acts of forgiveness, and the silent strength of character that keeps a family together are rarely seen by us.
I want to
focus more on my family and be a full-time.
Furthermore, the capacity to recover can signify more than just romance in a partnership like theirs. It may entail figuring out how to reunite and always being there for the kids. So, are Papoose and Remy Ma truly reconciling? Perhaps. For the time being, maintaining family unity may take precedence over a full-fledged romance. But given everything they've been through together and the children who adore them, anything is possible, especially with a little forgiveness, especially from Papoose. Let's face it, you never know what can occur next in a society where loyalty and legacy can be just as important as love.
No, with Tony Braxton.
DeBrat has officially joined the chat, as you may already be aware, and she didn't arrive lightly. She claims that Tony Braxton is not perplexed, not misunderstood, and most definitely not caught in the middle of anything. She feels envious. The already unstable and tense situation within the Braxton family suddenly became louder, messier, and more difficult to ignore with just that one direct statement.
The family don't steal.
The real concern today, as always, is whether this claim is going to cause even more drama between the Braxton sisters, whose tolerance for one another seems to be waning each time old grudges are brought to light. If history has taught us anything, it is that when the Braxtons argue in public, nobody escapes unscathed. You had best retract that. I'm not going to take anything back. The crazy thing is that Tony wasn't even the cause of this whole issue. In reality, it began with a moment that was meant to be about music, heritage, and unadulterated joy. Everyone woke up the following morning discussing Tamar Braxton, Birdman, and lingering family animosity after a Verzuz duel that ought to have been a heartwarming historical event. DeBrat claims that's precisely where the mindset originated. The moment was totally taken over by someone else, and instead of flowers and compliments, Braxton beef was all over the headlines once more.
So then,
Who's the man that I stole?
Tony's, you slept with them
Oh,
a few times.
Who? What man?
And Dote drew the line precisely at that point. Dote wasn't going to allow Tamar to be portrayed as a house wrecker without speaking up, not because she likes the mess, but more because Tamar is her friend. Particularly not when, in her opinion, the time frame that people continue to follow is completely incorrect, and it becomes much more bizarre. According to Dote, Tamar and Birdman had a past even before Tony was involved. Thus, Tamar did not commit any theft. If anything, she continued to be encouraging even after witnessing her sister wed a man she had previously dated. Dote claims that calling Tamar unscrupulous or cunning just doesn't make sense, regardless of whether people like the way she offers support. This is where Tony starts to feel uneasy. She really shouldn't be arguing with Dad at this point, not at all. Tony has very little support when she enters this predicament. She has either directly or indirectly destroyed Tamar, Tawanda, and the other sisters during the last few weeks.